testing mic. Yeah. So far, so good.
Street Fighter 6. Fighting round. One-on-one.
Time to select a stage. The stage is set. It's time to select a character.
Testing 1, 2.
Alright, let's get it. Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match. Started from the bottom, and I'll never look back. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. Alright, you ready?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Where you go?
Starts off zoning with fireballs. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Combo gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Gets the combo. Still slugging it out at this range. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Awesome! Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Sandblast! This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes for the rush. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Gets tagged by the fireball.
Loop.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What are they thinking here? Drive rush. Gets in their face. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Perfect input, not letting up. Going in. Looks like gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing.
Round 2.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on brushes that off and keeps going. The jump in is denied. Still slugging it out at this range. The exchange blows. Gets the jump in.
What a very
Goes
punish.
for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent.
Damn it.
Critical art now? Can they create an perfect parry? How will they follow up? Lindsay! What's this Shinju Hash? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who will come out on top in this final round? Jumps in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are crowns them from above. Amazing!
Oh.
While they're blinking, all in with a rush. There's a drive impact. Checks with a sandblast. They've got about half life left.
This is very strange.
This could be make or break. Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got one of
No,
them.
freak.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Flash knuckle. Very slick with the combo. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. The jump in catches them. What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going. They quickly get back into the corner, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going in, they must have all in with the rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh, here we go. Pokes with a medium kick. Plant burns out. Close range. Will this super art do anything? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open cross-up attack. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 2 links it. Perfect flash knuckle. Amazing. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Goes all in with the uppercut. Blocks while they're blinking. What are they gonna do? Jump.
Where you go?
All in with the rush.
Sure you can.
Next attack. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 1 was an absolute beast. Next up, stage selection. The scene is set. Who's gonna be in the starring role?
Alright, let's get it. Alright.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That barely connected, but it still counts. Well, they managed to escape the corners, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Life lead opens up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The pressure is so KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Hits them in the gut. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Player 2 can't use any drive through. Gotta play it safe. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Oh, kisses the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Medium kick into. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Keeps them out! Taking chunks out of each other here. Links it! All the throw connects. Nothing stops this train. Where you go? All in with the rush! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Neither of them willing to back off here. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Who will capitalize on an burnout act KO? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed hits them with a stop and bop. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. That combo did decent damage. What'll happen here? Checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Perfect input. Not letting up. Going in? Player 1 will look KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Connects with the throw. Hits the drive. Keeps them out. They trade hits. Nothing stops this train. Solar plexus strike. Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu putting that MD and whooping ass to work. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Links it. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still cashes out the gauge right there. The pale rider's calling. Looking to put him 6 feet under with his falling. Too good. Get your plates ready.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. Next, the counter. Bending that drive gauge. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Takes a trip. They are not afraid to let the overdrive arc fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. Okay, creating some space here. Time's the only thing moving here. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers.
Oh my.
Each hit is so important here. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Barely blocks the jump in. They're being absolutely This is gonna be bad news. A driving back. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Now, can they finish the job? What'll happen here? Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Player one is working with a better burnout activates. Good job escaping that dangerous hits him with a stop and bop. Looking for a chance. Amazing! Keeps him out. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player one can't use solid anti-air. The betting ain't all on the drive rush. Oh my God, links it. Backs off. What a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open. Ooh, does him dirty. This is going to all in with the rush. Jumps. What are they gonna do? These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Players turning it right up with the super. What now? There's a burnout. What a statement with that fireball. Rushes in. Turn, are you kidding me? Player two made some smart moves.
Fighting ground. One-on-one.
Time to select the stage. Our stage has been decided. Next up are the characters.
Get it. I'm like a damn. All right.
Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
All right. You ready? This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a good read on their opponent. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Neither of them willing to back off here. Goes to the overdrive. Sandblast! In there! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nice toss-up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff! Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking to impress with this super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this?
Good?
They're not dead. KO! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in is denied. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Burnout KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Sandblast. Flushes that off and keeps going. Goes forward with the gut. Bends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. Now, can they finish the job? Both fighters planning something? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. All in with a rush. Life lead is there, but links it. KO. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Barely blocks the jump in. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Starts off zoning with fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Throws him. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Player two chases them down. Perfect input. Not letting up. Drive rush to keep it going. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Dashes forward. Player one can build off this lead. Both fighters planning something? Goes for the Shin Hoshogeki. Avoids the hits a good spot to use the super. Player one is working with a better game, experiencing burnout. Player one needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Life lead is there, but all in with the rush. Breaks it. Player two crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Fighting round. One-on-one.
Time to select a stage. So who will our fighters select?
All right, let's get it. All right, I'm ready.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player one with the life lead. Knockdown. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. It ends with a projectile. Player one takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Gets the combo. Gotta be careful. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. It's a good spot to use the super. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Gut punch.
This is not blocking.
Goes up above. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Only 50% life left. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. The Tail Rider's calling. Looking to put him 6 feet under with this ball in. Look at the damage. All in with the rush. Next, the counter. Oh, here we go. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Medium kick hits. Okay, they trade hits. Surprises them with a drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. A very bad choice there. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up? Adds a little super juice KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Starting off with fireballs right from the get, hits them with a stop and pop. Hits them in their gut. Sticks the combo. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player Big Shin Hashogeki is gonna stick. A quick breather. Medium kick hits. Can they create an opportunity? Cashes out the cage right there. Will this be enough to kill? Still in it with a sliver. Both sides get played. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Let's go. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The jump in is denied. Gets the combo. Getting it all on the drive rush. Player 1 all in with a rush. Nails it. Fires a blast. What's next? Holy. Hit them with confidence. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. I can't keep track of these corner switches. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart step. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Dashes forward. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. This is a complete, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Here's the final round.
Yeah, boy.
The real fight starts now. This unleashes some big damage.
What a frick.
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up.
Who's going to steal this win? Looking to follow up after that target combo. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Breaks it. Player one needs to take all in with a rush.
Oh,
Both
man.
sides getting ready. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day. What stage will they choose? Now that we know our stage, it's time to select the characters. Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on its own.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the
It's another
play-by-play.
day.
Checks with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Player two is in a tight spot. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Slower day.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Sandblast! Big counter. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Doesn't miss a beat. Rock hits him with a stop
Ouch.
and pop. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Blocks it. Uses the KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Solid combo. All right, what's coming up next? Strings it all together. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Little experiencing Burke. They saw a path and they took it. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that
That's what I
parry.
wanted to throw still.
Nails the parry. Now it's their turn to press buttons. The jump in is denied. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Flash knuckle. A quick breather. Player one will look to apply pressure here. The throw is denied. Jumps up. Blast him. Hold your breath. Close, but they were not clear for takeoff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. That's a counter. Hits them with a stop and pop. Gut punch shreds them. The big flex.
Oh,
The
well,
broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up!
Can they make betting it?
Oh,
the
snake.
side rush. This is a bad situation to be in. Getting up close and personal. Player one. Oh, yo,
accident.
Ross, over here. Okay, here we go. Huge counter.
Nice job.
Oh, you're grounded. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Throws him. Brushes that off and keeps going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Oh,
A drive impact. Goes for the fireball. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The jump in is denied. Tries to keep the pressure on. Nice drive impact. Sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Flash knocker. Took him to the corner in a flash. Experiencing burnout. Gets out of there with a backdash. They're going for the super art. Side switch in the corner. Come up, sets up with the jump in. Goes for the Shin Hashogen. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Knew the throw was coming. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Okay, here we go. Looking for a hold. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Perfect use of the corner is rewarded with the win this round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with the fire. Ground them from above. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense?
Come, jump.
Next, the count links it. Perfect flash number. Fights back with authority. All in with the rush. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Dash. Can this drive bring them back?
Oh.
Noticeable luck punish counter sets the table. Turns out. No hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
You're kidding me!
Player 2 clinch.
Fighting ground. 1-on-1.
What stage will they choose? Our fighters will want to pick the appropriate character for this match.
Gotta make my own.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Solid combo. Okay, they trade hits. Gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Dashes. All in with the rush. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground.
Oh.
Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home.
Why did that
Let's
miss?
see if they can build themselves a streak. That's a counter. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Blocks the jump in. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Takes a trip. The pressure is so intense here. Shoots off a fireball up close. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. This may be it. Jumps up, drops him hard. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What'll happen here? Get a super art? Too slow. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Gets the jump in. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Goes for the fireball. Did well to get the buff in there. They hit each other. Strings it all together. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Decides to buff up while they can. Rising uppercut. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Both fighters planning something? Player 2 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. There's a wall splash. They get KO. Player 2 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? Sneaks in above. The next round is beginning. What's going to happen now? They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. No holding back. Goes all out for the big damage. Too slow. It's time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. Player 2, what a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Now, can they finish the job? Just frame knuckle. Excellent damage on that. Close range projectile. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Crowns them from above.
Little bitch.
Look at the damage. Fireball pressure. Trying to win all in with the rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Both sides getting ready. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Who's gonna take that? Was a magical shot. Player 2 is gonna be one.
Fighting ground. 1-on-1.
Time to select the stage. It's time to select the fighters.
All right, let's get it.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
When it's all said and
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Oh, look at this guy.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 with the life lead. It's not a small life lead, but it's not over. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Strings it all together. Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up.
Oh, she killed you.
Player 1 chases them down. Checks them with the projectile. With the life, gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. This Shin Hashogeki is gonna see. The super art finds its mark. Are we going to see some fireworks here? From upstairs. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Turns up the heat and cooks some with the combo. Good choice converting into the combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the KO? Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Blocks it. Flash knuckle. Going in, player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Perfect input. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow.
Okay.
Impressive reactions there. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player one chases them down. Strings it all together. Checks them with the projectile. They break things off to take a quick breather. Feeling out the spacing. Taking stock. In a dire
On the
situation,
jack.
they can't afford any mistakes. Overhead gets them. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one brushes that off and keeps going. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player one holding ends the meeting, hoping for a good return. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. They can't squander this punish counter chance. They must have a game plan here with a critical art of, can this try to bring them back? That's not gonna hit, but springs forward with the drive rush. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Gets it the perfect forward rush. Player one smashes out the cage right there. Will this be enough to kill? That was the highest I've ever seen.
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Gets the combo. Checks with a sandblast. Player one all in with a rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Gut
man.
punch wrestle.
Wait.
Getting up close and perplexing.
Hey,
Fires
some
a
combos.
Pokes with a kick. Close range projectile. Quick medium poke. A real test, willing to risk it for the overdrive. They can't get hit here. I called it. I called it. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Immaculate counter. Player one comes out on top.
Okay, my last match. Let's play the loop, but back tomorrow.
Fighting round. One-on-one.
Time to select a stage. The stage is set. It's time to select a character.
Alright, let's get it.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
All right, you ready?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Where you go?
They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Okay, they trade hits. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. It's a normal hit. This stun might KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Flushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Flash nugget. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch.
Oh man,
Uses the target combo with KO.
that's nice.
Player
Well,
1 is the last fighter standing.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up
you
here?
just love to jump in.
Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Was that a good decision? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Heading into the end, adds a little super juice into this combo. KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Gets carried to the corner. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. There's a change of sides. Throws a fireball. Player 1 has the
Okay.
chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Dashes. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Checking their reactions with a fireball. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Rushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a
Looks
super.
like this is bloody evolving.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. What will they do next? Oh, it's a rush. Player, ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Okay, here we go. Links it. Only 50 burns out. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some mate finds the target. Stun, city, population, you. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 1 survives that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. That combo did decent damage. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Blossom! They're not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Goes for a projectile KO.
Cover.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Okay, prick.
Sandblast! Big counter. Sticks the combo. Risky up close scrap still going. Very slick with the combo. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Turning Following it right up with a super.
I really matched this.
Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory.
Fighting round. One-on-one.
Next up, stage selection. We are at the character select screen. Let's see who our fighters choose.
Gotta make my own. All right, let's get it. It's time to heat up.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
There's a good
Uses
super
this
pressure.
opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Sandblast! Projectile to try and change the situation. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Strings it all together. Overhead. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford anyone. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Solid combo. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Spends the gauge on burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Ooh, what a smart throw. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Gauge.
Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Picks up the counter. All in with a rush. This is a bad situation to be in. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Yo, you good?
Look at the damage. Fighters apart. Okay, here we go. Fighters counter on reaction. Just frame knuckle. Oh, here we go. Noticeable luck. It closes it out. Player 1 shows they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a fireball. Sandblast. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. All right. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Taking stock. strings it all together. Okay, oh. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Big throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2 needs to use the cut of the corner here. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Blocks it. Links it. Experiencing
No,
burnout.
I think drop that.
Too slow.
Maybe.
Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Oh, still learning.
Here's the
today.
final round. The real fight starts now. Gets the counter hit. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Perfect read with the drive pan. Digs in deep to get that drive in. This is a bad situation. Throw is denied. What a read. Pokes with a kick. Links it. Just frame knuckle. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Yo, you good?
Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Noticeable life. It is over. Player 1 comes away with the win.
Okay, it was my last match. I was actually just trying to test this on YouTube now, stream and stuff. So we'll be back tomorrow, but most likely on Twitch. Anyway, cheers.